Hello, my friends. Parallel timelines. Beloved, when we talk about timelines, we are referring to a certain situation different from what was considered normal until then, or further from what has always been. So, by saying there has been a change in a timeline, the reference is about what is going to change, meaning nothing will ever be the same. Usually, timeline affects the collective, little importance when it affects just one person or a very small number of the collective. Such timelines can also interfere with the planet as a whole. That is, change enough to cause a planetary transition. We've talked about this here before. We say the new timeline in 2010 changed the fate of the Earth. The ancient line that determined Armageddon has been extinct, and in its place has emerged one that will prove a smoother and more harmonious planetary transition. All the planets and their humanities go through profound transformations at a certain period within infinite time, like what we are going through right now on this planet Earth, for example. It's part of the plan for creating the worlds, but today we are going to talk about something very interesting, which is happening in these last months of 2022. We are experiencing a situation that has never been felt before, living on two timelines. First, we will understand that timelines can be antagonistic, parallel, or simultaneous. The difference between them is easy to understand. Antagonistic is when you live a reality totally different from other people. Parallel is when you live two different realities, but one or the other differently. They know the exact difference between them. Already simultaneous timelines is a mess of stuff like a fruit salad. Today we are going to shed some light on the simultaneous timelines, as that's what's most evident this late 2022. It's quite likely that after understanding this, you can get some relief from the tension that comes with the current days. Understanding what is going on will give you some peace within the turmoil we are going through. When you were told in previous messages that each one is choosing a timeline according to their frequency, and that they will lead you in opposite directions very soon, it was actually about the present moment, in the days to come from now. If it is the frequency of each consciousness that determines who will do their soul ascension now, it is obvious that it will also be that frequency that will guide each one to one timeline or the other. But it's not an event you can see in a single day. On the contrary, such a suit might take a few years, but it won't be long in effect. We are at the peak of this moment. The year 2022 will indeed be triggered, as it was said, at the end of 2021. Even if that's not very clear yet, we'll see later how everything went. Individual choices will determine which finish line will be followed. Pay attention to your gut feeling. You're not the same person you used to be. There is something intriguing inside your gut. Forget the old beliefs for a bit and allow yourself the new. At least accept the possibility that nothing will ever be the same again. Don't resist what your gut is telling you. Believe in multiple possibilities. Nothing that was before will be from now on. Do short meditations and feel your body, your inner voice, and your heart. Learn to listen to the voice of your soul. She is guiding you now like never before. But you need to separate the old beliefs and allow yourself in the new. New realities are emerging more and more rapidly, and you may enter mental confusion or existential conflicts. This mess is motivated exactly because you are living in two timelines simultaneously. That's easy to spot. See how there are moments when it feels like you are not yourself anymore. Then it seems like it's back to normal. There are situations that seem to you to have lived in distant times. And then you understand that it is in fact real, which is happening now. There are also moments that look like you are dreaming, but then you see and recognize that it's not a dream. Anyway, the sense of what is real and what is not is confused all the time. This is living in two simultaneous timelines, which can at times also be two parallel timelines. The difference is that the simultaneous timeline is shorter in terms of duration and is more confused, while with the parallel, the timeline is felt for a longer time and the difference between them becomes more visible. What we are saying today is that today's synchronous timelines will sign in parallel timelines later, and thereafter they will in fact be the two opposite timelines that will determine the course of every soul incarnate here on this planet Earth. Depends on the adjustment each one can still make in terms of vibrational frequency. Every incarnate human being at this moment has a final choice now. She will be decisive, as this is also the last incarnation in duality on this planet. The opportunity offered by the divine plan is great, which makes its soul incarnate feel multiple vibrations so that each one can know how to choose their path without any doubt. This trouble in feeling is that gives the north to make each choice according to the current stage within the evolution of each incarnate soul, remembering that everything is frequency, and that the universal loves to not read words. No one can deceive their own conscience. We still have some time left, but the funnel is tightening. The timelines are available to all, and everyone can make their own choice now. I am 𝗪𝗂𝗧𝗖𝗛𝗔, and my mission is enlightenment. Channeled by 𝗪𝗂𝗧𝗖𝗛𝗏.